own 50% of the store.
What?
We are 50% invested into this.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
Store.
And where you get the money?
That's the part. No.
Listen, what? What's up?
The money is already, okay. The 27,000 that you had.
I know you're not talking about my son money.
Listen, the money is already coming back.
Cool. I'm gonna talk to you later.
Listen, come back in here and don't leave.
Walking away was the smartest choice because taking her son's money for her store is selfish.
In the middle of the store. In the middle of the store.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
How much did you take out?
$30,000.
$30,000.
The fact that she thinks it's okay to do that on live television, modern women, I keep on saying it, modern women don't care. They don't have a problem embarrassing you on live television. They don't have a problem making executive decisions. And then when you're blindsided, trying to use their emotions, and you saw or you heard that she was tearing up a little bit, quote unquote, they don't have a problem using their emotions to manipulate you and to get you to back down off of what you were thinking in the first place. And that was you were wrong for not communicating.
Dollars out of a life insurance policy to buy purses.
Women.
I found out that she has a little bit more money, and I wanted a little bit more for the child.
Okay. How old is the child?
12.
How did you find out she had more money?
The child told me.
What?
Well, the child told me, came back from visiting with her and is like, Mama has more money.
What?
That child was raised well.
Where did he say this money came from?
He didn't tell me. He kind of only heard little bits. I think it's from the life insurance policy that she has, and only way I think of that is
He's
if she got a
lying.
loan. Oh.
Ma'am.
He's lying.
Ma'am, when I get to you, you'll have your opportunity to speak, okay? So, the child said life insurance?
Yeah, they said something about like life, so I'm guessing it's a life insurance policy, and only way to really do something with that.
When did he tell you this?
Oh, wait.
If she really did use that money for herself, that is not okay.
Wait, hold on one second. Let me let you know how this goes, okay? I do all the question asking, you address me. Do not address each other. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Now, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
The child did tell me what he believes she was using it for.
What did he say she was using it for? Because I think that matters.
No.
Purses?
Purses?
Yes.
Purses? What kind of purse? Like the one she has on the table there?
I don't know. Purses.
This idiot brought her purse to the courthouse.
So I can't say. I just know that he said Mama's got new purses.
As a parent, putting yourself first is selfish because our children come first.
I mean, not even more than that. It's a life insurance policy. So you're putting yourself first before your family, like him too. Like he's getting it too.
Oh, okay. So Mama, tell me about these purses.
What? I'm an interior designer, so I have to make sure that I match with everything I wear.
Excuse
Okay,
me?
but then you have the money to buy that, right?
Well, I go bargain shopping.
Okay.
There's a lot of good purses out there, but I go shopping for my son too, so, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's saying.
So you're saying that your son didn't tell him that you took money out of a life insurance policy?
No.
Well,
No,
let me ask you
I don't
this.
think so.
Did you take money out of a life insurance policy? It's a yes or no. It's not an
Yes.
Okay, so he was not lying then.
There is no way this is okay. This should be a crime. Taking the money out of life insurance to spend it on purses.
It's crazy.
Because it's a joint account, which means you should have ran it by me. You should have ran it by me before you took it out of the account. Is what I'm telling you.
I used it for my sister.
For your sister?
Yeah.
All people, your sister, the one that don't pay us back?
There is no shame in that. But the shame is in not telling him and doing it on her own.
Every time we give her some money, that's what you're talking about?
She needed it. She was behind on her rent.
Oh my God, bro. So you weren't gonna tell me you did it. You just did it without telling me.
I put money in the account just like you, don't I?
Exactly, but don't.
Okay, it's a joint account. Your name on it just like mine,
Listen
right?
here. But
Yeah, but if you're taking $4,000 out of the account, unless you're a millionaire and those transactions are regular, normal, frequent transactions, anybody's going to have a problem with that. Instead of saying sorry, she's getting defensive and saying, okay, but my name is on it too. I get to. If that man pulled out that same amount of money, you would have, if the man pulled out $100, $200 out of it, you would have a problem with it. Accountability.
I don't never take that. I don't take out a lump sum of money and don't tell
exactly.
He's right. It should be discussed since they both own it.
Girl.
I'm telling you. Like, you go get something to eat, I don't get one account doing it, but it's almost 4 G's out of the account, fam.
$4,000? Why? You act like we broke.
It don't matter. It's our money. I don't work hard to give it to your sister. What are you talking about? You think I go to work and work for my money just to give it to your sister and don't give me back?
He's crazy.
We both put money in the account.
Okay, but your sister still owes us money. We can give her $300 there, $400 there, and she never gave it back to us. That's what
this level of thinking that she's got going on is our money is my money and my money is my money sort of thing. Or I put some stuff in the account so I can take it out. Right. But if we both did that, then we wouldn't have any money in the account. And also effective communication. Where'd that happen? Where'd that go?
I'm telling you.
I'm not surprised he's mad, to be honest.
Girl.
Since he lost $4,000.
What's she gonna give it back to us?
When she get paid.
No, see, this is what I'm talking about. If you don't have a joint account, don't take money out without telling me.
Why would I have to talk to you?
He should unjoin that account.
Absolutely.
The money isn't the issue.
Absolutely. At this point in time, yeah, my man, you need to take your name off that account. It's only going to get worse. You're going to come back one day and it's going to be 10 G's, then 20 G's, because her sister is perpetually behind. This is the way that her sister lives. And essentially what you're doing is supporting another child. You have a child effectively, is what it is. An expensive child. And unfortunately for you, you've got 2 children, actually. Your wife, who doesn't seem to understand adult concepts of communication.
A hard-working money for my kid so he can have a life.
I don't care.
I don't care what you don't care about. You got to care about my kid. That's what you need to care about. Because what if this was your life? What if this was your life?
Your baby
what if this
mom,
was your life? I came to your house.
Your baby mom needs to take care of her kids.
My baby mama ain't doing nothing right now for me.
Exactly. So go bother her. Like,
I don't need to bother her. Why would I bother somebody that ain't doing nothing for me or my child? Why would I bother somebody that ain't doing nothing for me right now?
Bro, like,
you need to go find my money.
No, I'm not.
That's what you need to go find. You need to go find my money. I don't care what you gotta do. You better sell something. You better go find my money.
Ask your baby mom.
I ain't gonna ask her nothing.
He should stop arguing and sue her.
I ain't gotta ask her nothing. You better go find my money. That's what you need to do.
I'm not giving you your money.
Why you still here talking? Go find my money. Why you still here talking to me? Go find my money.
I can't get a refund on it.
I don't care. I don't care what you gotta do to get my money. I just know my $10,000 better get back in my account.
This is what these modern women do. Bad behavior. They're going to do it all the time. They're going to make bad decisions and want you to cover. It's one thing if you out here making bad decisions and you got to cover for it. You've got to be the one to guarantee that. But when somebody like these modern women continues to make these bad decisions, that's what they want. That's why they want to provide a man. Instead of that's why they keep on saying $100,000. Because $100,000 to them in their mind would be far and away enough for them to go and just really honestly and truly spend freely, spend generously, spend frivolously. To them, $100K along with their money is okay. It's going to give me the apartment that I want. It's going to be the bills that are covered. I don't have to have like something super, super, super nice, but $100K, if he's taking care of all the bills, is going to get me a really nice apartment in a safe area. It's going to get me all the bills paid. It's going to get me a nice car, all of it funded by him. And the money that I'm making is going to go to me. Now, I can spend money on him for his birthday, for Christmas, and I can really do it up big. Like, say, for instance, I spent $1,000 on him for his birthday or $1,000 for him for Christmas. And then maybe here and there, I might treat him like every 6 months to a nice dinner, $200. So really what you're looking at from her side out of her salary of, let's say, $50,000, $2,000, $2,400, somewhere around, let's say $3,000 to be fair. $3,000 goes to him, while his entire $100,000 goes to her in the form of lodging, paying the bills, and he has to buy her expensive gifts, the same on Christmas, her birthday, Valentine's Day, just special flowers or non-special occasions, just, oh, I love you and appreciate you. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. If they have a kid together, Mother's Day, that sort of stuff. All of that is coming out of his 100K, right? So that's why they want that 100K or above 100K, because they're looking for far and away a man. So they can be like this. Oh, I can just pull out 10,000, or I can just pull out 4,000, and nobody's even gonna bat an eye because they have so much money. Oh, you need 4,000? I got it. Boom. Well, actually, my man's got it, and he lets me do this. Oh, I think I want to go on vacation here. I set up a vacation for us. No, you set up a vacation for you. That's where you wanted to go. You didn't talk to me about it. You just booked it. That's why she's upset like that. Oh, I should be able to pull out 10K. If you're broke, just say that. Then I'm broke. Stop making stupid decisions and then expect me to cover it.
What would you guys do in a similar situation where your girlfriend or wife takes $10,000 from your account without you knowing?
Crazy.
Told you had a trustee account
at the age of 4. And they said that that money was for when I was to go to university. When I was about 14, I didn't think I was going to go. So I was told I would get it after completing 2 years extra education after school, which I did, and then went on to university anyway and never seen a penny of this money.
It was for when he completed university. I put a savings account to one side. I opened it for Jordan and would put money into it. It was opened when he was 2, and I would put money into it as and when I could afford it.
So that was a f***ing lie. I believe you said that. What would happen if he decided not to complete university? You've got all of this money in a trust fund.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she put money for him, she still felt it was hers and decided to take it for herself.
What would happen to it?
Jordan was always told if he didn't do that, me and his dad were going to go on a good holiday.
That's a lie. I was told completing 2 years of extra education, which I did.
How much was in that account at the time that he went to university, roughly?
About 2,400.
When I went to university, there was £30 because I found the books and I questioned her on it. When I was 17 in college, I thought, I'll see what she says, see if she admits it. I said to her, can I have some money out of this so I can get through my drive and maybe buy a car? She said no. She said to me, you could, but there's only £30 in the account.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Imagine, as a student with nearly no money, knowing that all your college funds have been spent and you only have $30 left.
You said this was going to be a gift that was going to be given at the end of university. In that account, how much?
Okay. The thing is...
How much?
I'm not sure.
How
I've not got the bank book.
I can have a look.
But I told Jordan...
How much? Don't care. If that intention was true, honest and correct, you can't have ever touched that money at all, ever, until such time as he withdrew from university.
Because I always tried to give me some what he wanted.
That camera angle looking at him from afar like, what other stupid stuff she gonna be saying? I'm gonna get you saying dumb stuff from all angles. Let me get you up under the lamp.
Are you able to assist me with how much money was in that account, roughly? You must have a rough memory.
I seriously can't remember.
Roughly. Was there more than 1,000, less than 100?
I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
I really can't answer that.
Was there some?
Yes.
Was it thousands?
No, I don't think so.
A few hundred?
I don't know.
The money, Skylar. Where is the rest? Skylar, where is the money?
But you must have been putting money into this account over a period of time.
No, I stopped putting it in because
she'd start spending it.
That makes more sense now.
I stopped putting it in because when I first left my husband, because Jordan told me to leave, I ended up leaving.
What?
Because it was either swing from the rafters or leave.
Girl.
So I chose to leave.
Girl. These modern women, they'll say anything to get away from accountability. It was either I do this, it was either I take myself out, eliminate myself, or I leave. So I took that money and things, all right. Okay. All right. You do what you got to do.
At this point, I paid for Jordan's 18th birthday. I had no money to live on. Lived in a caravan in February, freezing cold.
It appears, and I need you to be honest about it, that you have used this money for things wholly unrelated to him going to university.
Yes.
That is correct, is it not?
Yes.
Finally, we have a confession.
How much are you suing your mother for?
5,000.
She ain't gonna have it.
Because I know there was more than that in the account at one point.
Where is the evidence of that?
She has it all. I couldn't get any evidence, and they said because she's the trustee, they couldn't give it me, and they would send it by post, but it would go to her. It couldn't come to me.
You are correct about that. At the time that he was 14 years old, was there more than £5,000 in the account?
Absolutely not.
So that was a lie.
How long have you guys been married?
About 7 years.
We've been married, but we've never really combined finances.
Why?
So separate. She has a bit of a spending issue sometimes. Like, I don't really trust her to have a joint bank account with me.
I wouldn't trust anyone with my bank account either.
You don't trust your wife?
I mean, I have insecurities.
We have different wants and different needs.
How are our needs different? Where's the difference?
I think aesthetic choices aren't necessarily needs sometimes. They're more wants, like furniture or something.
Do you think furniture's a need to survive?
I do.
That's how many waste their money.
Are needed. Now, we might disagree on what type of furniture is needed for the home, but I think that home environment is important.
Important is different than need.
I know.
Need is survival.
I think that to mentally be okay, a home life needs to feel homely.
That is not necessary, because a home to me just needs a bed and a hot shower. And I'm all good.
I think
I do get what is being said, though. How you furnish the house would be a conversation that you guys need to have, because, you know, a bed and a hot shower, like, yeah, necessarily for survival. Yes, that's really all. You really don't even need a bed if we're talking about bare minimum. You just need like food and a place to stay. You really only need a tent if we're just talking about bare survival, right? But you move into a house, you want to get it furnished. Now, what you do to get it furnished, how much you spend on that, I think would have been the issue.
I think in order to mentally be okay, we should be able to make sure we're able to retire at some point and not have debt that's killing us in every way.
I would never, ever have a joint bank account.
I'm wrong for withdrawing all the money from our joint savings after I found out my wife was secretly giving money to her family. She says it's for helping out, but I think it's inappropriate since we're trying to save for a house.
Oh, and it sounds like the wife wasn't telling him.
Once again, modern women talking about, I want a man to communicate effectively or else I'm not going to get married. I mean, the bar is in hell. The bar is so low, and that is the bare minimum. But here you are not communicating.
Yeah, so she's secretly doing that. Oh no.
No, that's not good.
Is he in the wrong?
No, I don't think so. As long as there is no hint here of financial control, if he is gonna take over and kind of start budgeting her, maybe withdrawing all the money wasn't the right move.
It is for sure the right move. If she had told him, he would have made that sacrifice. But she chose to go behind his back.
Just going behind his back, and now he probably feels like he can't trust her for what she was doing. And so now, in order to help me to control the spending, then I've got to pull it all out because you're not talking to me. Like, you won't be open and honest with me. So I got to take drastic measures is probably how he feels.
We're spending my son's university fund on a trip to Europe to drink beer like I always threatened, instead of giving it to his stepbrother after he passed away.
What?
I know, it was a long one. Okay. My son was smarter than me. I almost requested a paternity test because he was so intelligent. That is a joke. I had an RESP set up for him. That's an education fund in Canada. As long as he went to a post-secondary school, he could use the money for anything. I always told him that I was okay with him not going to university. That way, I could use the money I saved up for him to go to Belgium and buy some beer from monks that only allow you to buy one case.
That is not okay. If she didn't want him to take it, she shouldn't have promised him the money.
When he got accepted into McGill, it was the proudest moment of my life. I took him out for a beer to celebrate his achievement and mourn the loss of my trip to Europe. My son was struck and killed by a drunk driver in March.
Wow.
I'm dealing with it. My ex is dealing with it. She asked me what I was going to do with it. I said I was going to do what I always said I would. I was going to Europe to drink beer. She asked if she could have it for her stepson. I thought about it and said no. Her husband is a decent enough person, but he made it clear that he wasn't responsible for any expenses for my son. Beyond food and shelter and stuff, obviously.
Okay.
Like I said, he is decent. I said I was not going to do that. I was going to drink beer in my son's honor.
That is honestly a waste of money.
She says I'm wasting thousands of dollars. And I guess I am. I have to give back the government portion of the fund.
Bit of context.
I don't know if I disagree with that. I think what he's saying is, if I read it, if I understood it correctly, I might go back and review it. It sounded like his son passed away, like he was going to give his son some money, but then his son passed away, and his wife was like, okay, well, you're not going to use that money, so give it to my stepson. And he was like, well, no, because when my son was alive and I was sending my son over there, your husband made it very clear that he really didn't care to take care of my son any further than like the basic needs. I mean, maybe he's right for that, but why would I give in to help him and his son when he wasn't really even willing to help mine? Yeah, so I went back and reviewed it. It might be a waste of money, but it's his money. He gave back the government portion. And he said what he said. I don't think this was even a woman. I think this sounds like a man talking about this. And then, you know, his wife moved on and is with somebody else right now. And yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's my opinion on that.
She says I'm wasting thousands of dollars. And I guess I am. I have to give back the government portion of the fund.
Bit of context. I, 45 female, am a single mom of 2 kids. Ella, 18 female, and Jake, 16 male. My husband died when the kids were young, and I worked extremely hard to support for them financially and emotionally.
All right.
My husband left behind a life insurance policy, and I've been saving part of that money for their college education. Since she was a little girl, Ella has always dreamed of going to a prestigious college. We've had many talks about how important education is, and I made sure she knew that the fund I was building for her and Jake was specifically for their education.
Okay.
I wasn't able to afford luxuries like vacations or new cars, but I wanted to make sure they weren't going to be burdened with student loans.
That is very kind, but what will happen next is shocking.
Recently, though, things have been getting strained with Ella. She started dating a new guy, Matt, 19 male, a few months ago, and I feel like her personality has completely changed since. She's become distant, rude, and dismissive of anything I say. She says hurtful things like I smother her or I treat her like a child. I've tried giving her space, but last week, during a particularly bad argument, she said that she was going no contact with me once she went to college and would never look back.
Okay.
I was devastated. I didn't want to react out of emotions. I waited a few days to cool off, but eventually I made the decision that if she truly wanted nothing to do with me, then I wasn't going to fund her education.
I'm kind of trying to figure out how that works, because if it was like a policy and they just paid it out and she took the money, it's like, okay, I'm going to put it off the side, then I don't know legally if there's anything that the daughter can do about it if that money wasn't specifically earmarked for her. I can see if it was maybe in a trust, and so she would have an argument there. But if I don't think, in my opinion, I don't know if the daughter's acting like that. You might give her all of that money. She's supposed to spend it on college, and she goes out there and blows it. Oh, I'm going to college. She fool around and go one semester to college, drop out, and she got however many thousands of dollars just sitting in her hand playing around. I don't know if I disagree with that either, to be honest with you. What do you guys think?
Oh, and by the way, another thing y'all need to stop doing is going on dates and ordering the most expensive thing on the menu like you don't have any home training. Like, really? One of my homeboys told me he took a girl to a ballpark, very beautiful date, got her amazing seats, asked her, babe, do you want something to eat? And what did she order? Not the hot dog, not the popcorn, but the $45 beef brisket sandwich. Like, really? You need the beef brisket sandwich.
Next time your man pisses you off and you live in Brickell, just walk around. Someone's gonna snatch you up. Because look at me. I'm like a 2 out of 10 in Miami. But somebody is gonna want me.
I thought y'all said y'all didn't want men bothering y'all, but you want money from them. That's crazy.